Hey, what is up everyone? This is Flash and Flash Hobbies, and today we're going to be installing this light kit. So I've been doing some maintenance on this truck. I got this truck used, and I did a video where I went through the internals and greased everything. I did do some painting for some scale accessories here that come with the truck. These already came painted, but I painted like the silver and stuff like that. I painted the reservoirs, and I think I might paint more of the grill on the fan. So little scale bits here and there. I got some stuff coming in to put in for the guys, the scale guys in there and all that kind of stuff. But since I had the body off, I thought I'd take advantage of it and go ahead and install the light kit. So I'm going to take you step by step on what I did for this. So the first step is removing the body. That was roughly around 12 to 13 screws. I can't remember exactly. It's been a while since I took off the body, but at last count, it was somewhere around there. 12 sounds about right. Usually even numbers is what works best. So let's go ahead and open it up and let's see what we get with this. Alright, y'all ready? Here we go. Wait, I didn't tell y'all what comes in this. So, if you haven't seen this light bar, it goes for about $150 and up, just depending on if you can get it with a deal or whatever. I got this from eBay for $149.95, free shipping. This comes with 2 light bars for the front. You get one up here for your cabin, and you get one that goes on the back of the truck that does like the brakes and just your nighttime running lights basically. This does have 2 settings, so there's a low setting, high setting, and of course off. And in order for this to work, you do have to have the stock Traxxas ESC. There might be a way to get it to work, but it might not work as intended. It might just be on a straight power supply and whatnot. This you can actually control from the app, that Bluetooth app that comes with it. But just opening this up, it's absolutely gorgeous, these light bars. And in my opinion already, I feel like I got my money's worth just looking at these. They're gorgeous. So the kit comes with, I believe, everything that you need. So of course you have your 2 light bars for the front. This one is for your rear, and this one is the one that goes in the cabin. And again, this is all LED, so it's really not going to affect your battery life performance very much. It shouldn't really be noticeable at all. So I'm going to go ahead and remove the first layer, and let's see what's on the bottom here. So we have the module here for the lights, and I believe this is just going to plug straight into your ESC, and that's how it's powered. See, it comes with this little plug. I guess we'll figure out what that is for. Maybe that's for the dual light bar. And it comes with your screws, your zip ties, pretty much everything you need. So let's go ahead and get installing. So again, the first step that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to remove your body. And once that's removed, the next thing we're going to remove is the X bar on top. So let's go ahead and do that. And then basically the X bar will just come out. Make sure you put your screws in a safe location so that you don't lose them. One thing I have noticed with the UDR is that some of the screws are actually different size for, you know, like from this side to that side. You would think it's the same, but there's actually some differences. I don't know why. Alright, and then the next thing we're going to have to do is remove the screws remove the drivers. And in order to remove the drivers, there are 2 screws. There's one here, and then there's one right on the opposite side. And then there's actually 2 right under this radiator that clip onto the back. Alright, and for me personally, I took this whole back piece out just because I have ginormous hands, and if I do have to reach down in there for anything, I'm not going to be able to anyways. So I went ahead and took them off, but you don't have to. And the next thing you do is just the interior, you can just kind of fold it as you need it and then pop it. So now that you have access to the interior, it's time to put in the lights. Traxxas has already taken care of pre-drilling all your holes for you, so that's going to be part of the light bar. These 2 up here is going to be part of your light bar, and I believe there's already 2 pre-drilled holes here for that bracket to hold the dual light bar in the front. So if you follow the instructions like I am, it basically tells you which one is going to plug into your module, so that way you know what goes where. And also your cables are color coded. So for instance, this one has a yellow, this one has a white, and so forth. I think that's blue on that one, so it corresponds with the diagram. So I mean, as long as you follow the instructions, you shouldn't have any issues. And you don't have to do this, but I wanted a little scale touch. So if you can see here, I went ahead and colored in all the little rivets that it has on there. Again, for me, from far away, you're not going to really see this, so it's just something that I wanted to do. So your light module goes here, and it takes 2 screws. There's little knobs already built in for you to put in your module here. All right, now that the module is in, it just went in with 2 screws, and it's very secure to this. Like, it doesn't move at all. The next thing is going to be the front LED bar that goes right here in the cabin. And the way that this one is going to go in, it's like this, which basically the top curve of that bar is going to be facing up. So there you go. It's in place. All it took was 2 screws. I made sure to run the wire back here, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to run it along the side or somewhere. There's a space, I'm pretty sure, to maybe around here where the dashboard is to run it down. Next thing I'm going to do is put the rear one in. Alright, and the rear one is on there. Again, that one was just 1 screw here and then 1 screw there. And I made sure to run the cables under the cage here, and it's running from behind. Next is the front, which I'm pretty sure that one's going to be the more difficult one, but I'm still sure it's not going to be that hard. Alright, so the front comes with 2 of these. As you can see, it has like a little slit, these little knobs that go into this slit right here. So essentially you're just going to have to take out this screw, and then you're going to have to put it in here and put 2 screws in its place. And what the light bars are going to do is they're going to connect onto these little front holes. What I had to do is use the existing screw that's down here, and then we put a new screw that goes right here in the rear, and we did the same for the other side. Now it's time to actually put in the light bar. So they're going to go in through here, and we're going to run the wiring through the center straight to the module. Alright, and there you have it. The bars are right on top of each other. I have ran the cabling through the inside here, goes to the top and then goes back in. This is okay because the body's going to cover it, so that's going to be fine. And as I stated before, this was the double harness for this, so both of these are going to go in here, and then this white's going to go into A. So next is your front LED bar, and that one is yellow, so that's going to go to B. And then your last one, it has the 2 cables, which comes from the rear LED bar, and that one is going to be blue and red. So red is C and blue is D. And there you go, they're all plugged in. Now the next thing to do is get the wiring all buttoned up. So for instance, here in the front, I have 1 zip tie up here in the front to kind of hold it. I gave it a little bit of slack for crashes, so that way it has some kind of flex. I don't want to completely tighten that. The front, I'm probably either going to run along this bar to the bottom or the outside here. And then the rear, the same thing, I'm going to run behind the scale figures. But now we got to connect the module to the ESC. So what we're going to do here is there are 2 screws. There's one here, and then there's one on the opposite side. I'm sorry if you can't really see that too well. That's going to pop off this cap. There's a cap right here for the accessory port. Once this comes off, that'll come off, and then you just plug in your module into that. As you can see here, it has a little slit, and that slit will match the accessory port down there, so you can't put it in the wrong way. So that's a good thing that they did that for you. So now we just go ahead and plug that in. Alright, and as you can see, it is in there. It's nice and snug. It's as tight as I can get it. And now that's it. The only thing left to do now is put everything back together and test. Alright, so I went ahead and put the body on. Obviously you can't see, but I'm going to take off the center here to reveal the lights. Now, the paper does come with a template, the instructions that you can cut out. There's one for the front and one for the rear. I'm just going to go ahead and eyeball it. The body's not even in that good of a shape, so I'm just going to cut it kind of inwards, and then I'll trim out as I need it. And then on the rear, you'll see basically where you need to cut. So if you have a Sharpie, you can just do a quick little line on there and you'll be good to go. Basically, it's gonna where your Traxxas is, and that's what's gonna get removed. So what I did for mine is I already put it where the holes are gonna line up on each side, I shined a light from the inside out, and I marked where I'm gonna need to cut. Alright, as you can see, it fits pretty good. Now I just gotta kind of sand out this because I used the Dremel to cut it. Alright, and if you can see here, I have the line here and the line on this side. And here, I'm not gonna use a Dremel, I'm just gonna use the clip tool that I have to remove that plastic. Alright, and there's the front. Doesn't that look awesome?